But since then, with the inauguration of the Fourth Republic on the 7th of January 1993, we have had the longest period of political stability in our history. 24 years of unbroken and continuous constitutional development. And in a period that has seen us witness 3 successful, peaceful transitions of power. A feat, I suspect, that is so far without parallel on the continent, and 2 of them in the last decade since our Golden Jubilee. Since 2007, we witnessed the phenomenon in 2009, and again in 2017, when the Ghanaian people manifested in a dignified and solemn manner their desire to change political direction. And today we are now the beacon of democratic development on our continent. And these elections that we have gone through, which brought the New Patriotic Party and myself here, have strengthened considerably our democratic credentials as a nation. We have become, as I say, a beacon in the development of democracy in Africa. We were originally the torchbearers of the African liberation struggle, and today we are the ones pointing the way in Africa to how a nation should conduct itself and give itself the best chance at successful government. Yes, there's a great deal to be done to realize the promise of independence and bring prosperity to the masses of our people so that they can live dignified lives. And these abundant resources that our nation and indeed our continent has can generate standards of living worthy of people living in the 21st century for the ordinary people of our country. We have that big fight and big work ahead of us. But nevertheless, we have a lot to celebrate in these 60 years. And I think that the 60th anniversary of our nation that falls due on the 6th of March this year calls for those special celebrations. But I think all of us are in agreement that the financial and economic circumstances of our country are not what we would all like it to be. We have to recognize it, the reality of it. We don't have the money that we would want to have, and therefore our celebrations of this milestone, I'm never quite sure whether you could call 60th diamond or you have to wait for 75, or whether both are diamond. But the 60th is considered a symbolic occasion. That the celebration of our 60th anniversary should be modest. It should take into account our straitened financial circumstances. But it also should be elegant and appropriate. We should leave it with a good feeling about ourselves as an occasion that we all come together to celebrate our oneness, to celebrate our unity. No matter the diversity of opinion, the diversity of origin, the diversity of belief or religion, we are all fully paid up members of the Ghana project. And these celebrations should advance that sense of unity and oneness amongst us. So I've decided that we should have a planning committee. We have a very little period of time to work. Today is the 26th of January, and the anniversary is literally 7 weeks away. Is it 7? Not even 7. I think it's 6 weeks away. very short period of time. But these are the circumstances which have brought us here. I myself am brand new to this place. So it's not surprising that it can only begin now. But we have a short period of time. But we assembled a group crop of people under the chairmanship of Mr. Ken Amankwa, who's a well-known figure in the media and the PR field of our country, who will chair it. The second, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Mr. Abujinapo, is going to be an important member of the committee, and officials of the Office of the President, together with institutional representatives. I'm talking about representatives from the Vice President's Office, the State Protocol, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We are dealing with the Director of Budget, not just at the Presidency, but also at the Ministry of Finance. After all, without them, there can be no celebration. And then the various wings of our security structure, armed forces, national security, the police, immigration, prisons, revenue authority, the fire services, information, and the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts. All of these will have institutional representatives on the planning committee. The planning committee is to keep me and the Ghanaian nation abreast, systematically, regularly, of the plans that they're developing and its financial implications, so that the whole exercise can be done in full transparency before our people. They can see what in fact is being done. But I believe it is a necessary event that we should embrace, and hopefully after the 6th of March we'll come away with something. Two things: the memory of the celebration, as well as of the spirit of unity and oneness that I hope will be forged. Kenamakwan people have a difficult task in such a short period of time to provide us with an appropriate celebration. But I believe it is something that they can do. So that is it. That's the first of the two committees that I'm inaugurating today. Mr. Chairman. But on such an occasion, it is fitting and proper that also the nation recognizes and commemorates the work of some of its citizens, those who have distinguished themselves, those who have contributed to bringing us to where we are today, and that fitting honor is accorded those to whom honor is due. And in order for that to happen, I think once again we should have a group of people who will plan it, liaise, of course, with the statutory body, the Office of Honors, to be able then to put before us Ghanaians who are worthy of honor on that day. There will be the 60th Independence Anniversary Awards Committee. I've chosen half a dozen people to constitute the committee. 3 of them are very distinguished academics. One who head the committee is Professor Yao Chumesi, a very famous political scientist, generation of people who were fully awake at the time of independence, remember it and remember the actors. Therefore, are in a position to give a balanced account of who should be honored and promoted. There's a very famous historian at Legon, the University of Ghana, Professor Irene Odote, will be a member of the committee. And then the man who's been a really major figure on our cultural landscape and is a sort of institutional memory of everything that has gone on in our country in terms of music, in terms of art, Professor J.H. Nketia will be a member. Audrey Gajipo is well-known communicator, is a member. The traditional element is provided by the Tumukuro. And then, because on these matters too, there should always be a lawyer somewhere. Kwekwe Sifi is the person whom I'm asking to be a member of the committee. So these are the people that have been selected. There's another committee that will be outdoored soon, but that has to do with national awards generally, on which people like Elizabeth Ohene and Abna and Seje and the others will be a member. But that will be outdoored at the appropriate moment. But for today, it is these two committees that have been constituted in my office who are going to undertake the tasks that I've outlined to you today. So, thank all of you very much for coming, and I am sure that the committee will be giving you periodic briefings on how their work is going and its incidents. Thank you.